Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to understand how a water-cooled HVAC chiller works in a very simple way. By the end of this video, you'll understand the complete refrigeration cycle and the function of every major component, and also few questions regularly asked during interview, so watch till end. Let's get started. Have you ever wondered how commercial buildings, shopping malls, and hospitals stay cool during the peak of summer? Behind their comfortable indoor environment is a central air conditioning system. One of the main components of this system is the chiller. In this video, we'll understand how a chiller works, the principle behind its operation, and how the entire system functions.
There are two types of chillers. The first is a water-cooled chiller. As the name suggests, it uses water to cool the refrigerant. The second is an air-cooled chiller. It uses air to cool the refrigerant.
Let's start by discussing the water-cooled chiller. To understand how it works clearly, we'll first dismantle the chiller and look at each component one by one. A water-cooled chiller operates on the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. It has four main components: compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and evaporator. Now, let's understand the function of each component and see how they work together. Let's start with the compressor. As the name suggests, the compressor compresses the refrigerant vapor. Low pressure, low temperature refrigerant vapor enters the compressor. The compressor raises its pressure and temperature by compressing it. The refrigerant then leaves the compressor as a high-pressure, high-temperature vapor and flows to the condenser. Inside the condenser, the refrigerant releases its heat to the cooling water. As it loses heat, it changes from a high-pressure vapor into a high-pressure liquid. Expansion valve. High-pressure liquid passes through the expansion valve. The valve forces the refrigerant through a small opening, causing a sudden drop in pressure and temperature. Evaporator. Cold refrigerant enters the evaporator where it absorbs heat from the chilled water. By absorbing this heat, the refrigerant turns back into a vapor, and the chilled water becomes cold enough to cool the building. The refrigerant then returns to the compressor, and the cycle repeats continuously. By the end of this section, you should have a clear understanding of both the vapor compression refrigeration cycle and the working principle of a water-cooled chiller. Now, let's move on to a few common interview questions based on chillers. How does a chiller work? Why is the evaporator insulated? How many types of chillers are available? Explain them. What types of refrigerants are used in chillers? What are the different types of compressors used in refrigeration systems? Explain them. Which type of compressor is commonly used in a water-cooled chiller and why? If you don't find the answers, leave your doubts in the comments. I will reply and help you understand them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who might find it helpful.